What's good, everybody? Your boy is back. Ross the Boss is here for the second month. And like I said, I've been away. I've been trying to get back to you guys, and we're here. I've been working on the next guest, and to do this, it takes work, it takes planning, it takes preparation. So I'm back here in October. We got the World Series. My boy Vladdy Guerrero doing that thing in LA. NFL season's here, and I think this might be the best NBA season we've ever had. The way it started with all the OT games, 40-point triple doubles, 40-point game, man. Nevertheless, we're gonna have my boy Eddie T on today. He's a mentor to me. He helped me when, knowing like in my baseball struggles, like the heat of my like the bottom of my struggles. I'm a good player, but there's always times where you go through those slumps and those rough patches, and he helped me to get back to form. So he'll be on the show. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do this once a month right now. So we'll try to keep this going. What's up, everybody? This is Ross the Boss. As I told you guys, we will have special guests Eddie Tobert, Eddie T, who, like I told you guys earlier, was really influential in my baseball career as I grew up. He used to come to my games. He was there when I was a young buck. He used to encourage me and everything, and he's here now. And we finally got to make this happen. I've been trying to get him on my show for a while, and we finally get to make this happen. So, without further ado, I'll let you guys get to know him. Like I said, he played baseball himself, and he's got a little pop in his back for a kind of small guy. But like I said, first question of the day: what attributes and package would you say you're more of as a baseball player? A contact hitter or a power hitter, and are you more speed or base running?
Oh, definitely contact hitter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Something that I was reluctant to do throughout my playing career, which if I had to go back to do it all over, I would have bunted a lot more. I had elite speed for baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean elite speed. I had elite speed for track and field. But I think early on I got kind of the bug. I hit a lot of home runs in little league, and
Wow.
kind of thought that was going to be my niche, and it never was after that. But I still had a decent career in high school. Started as a freshman. Led the team in stolen bases every year.
That's
Uh,
good, man. As a little league, I know my power started to come when I was in high school. I wasn't doing all that when I was playing. I
yeah, well,
wasn't.
I probably put more work into my baseball as a 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12-year-old than I did in my
That's
entire life.
different. That's different. That is different. Usually, it's a lot of just coming to the games, kind of getting something before the game and from the drive-through and just coming and playing the games. But you see, he actually was working at a young age. That's a different thing we didn't always used to see. You can
Right.
continue though.
Yeah, where you guys now might have a hitting coach, and you guys parents might take you to trainers.
Hmm.
We played something that was called strikeout. Strikeout
Right.
is where you put a box on a wall and you used a rubber ball with a
Hmm.
regular bat. And that taught you the strike zone because the box on the wall would be anywhere from mid thigh up to mid chest. And we played
Right.
strikeout 4 or 5 days a week between the time I was 8 and the time I was 11. We would just play strikeout. And you would always play with other guys that played Little League. So
Hmm.
my Little League career started out very slow. I was somebody that when we started out initially, I was the guy that had to get in the game because we played up. Everybody had to play at least one inning. So that
Right.
first year, I was that guy had to play that one inning, didn't play much more. Second year, basically the same thing. But by that third year, when I was 12 years, 11, 12, um, I led my little league in home runs. I led my little league in runs batted in and stolen bases. And we played like a 20-game little league season. And I made the all
Wow.
star. Yeah.
That is different. That's a different mode, man.
I grew up in a
Yeah,
really
it's
competitive little league in Gary, Indiana in the 70s.
wow.
Yep. Played
That's unheard
baseball
of.
at recess. Yep.
Yeah, you see how he didn't let he kind of took the opportunity when it was given to him that third year. So next question. The first time I met you was at one of my games, Little
Yes,
League,
it was.
and I don't know if you remember any more, like what else you remember, but I know that after that game we went to the championship. What did you think of me that first time?
The first thing I thought was, oh, okay, I've got somebody here I can help along with this. Because
Hmm.
your dad, you know what I loved about your dad? Your dad would always defer to me about baseball. Because we
Yeah.
worked in a program, and the
Was that
program
Field
was
of Dreams or
Field of Dreams. Yep.
okay?
The way the program was set up, you had one guy or one person that was coaching, and one person whose responsibility was the homework aspect of it, because it was homework, baseball, and you
Yeah.
had to have two people. And your father, while he might have been the coach at a
Hmm.
particular school at a particular time, when he got with me, he took on the role as the person that did the homework and the tutoring, and I was the coach. And he would always defer to me. He said, Ed, you played way more baseball than I've ever played. He said, you played in college. He said, you still play now. Because when I met your dad, I was in my 40s and I was still playing wooden bat league with college
Right.
kids. Yeah.
Here's the OG playing that. Yep. They still have them though. They still have them.
Yeah,
They have like they have leagues that really go up to like 60s now. I think
yeah.
right now.
But I stopped playing in the age league
Yeah.
when I was in my 30s. And I said I wanted to play on a team that had college kids.
Yeah.
It was no
Definitely
fun.
more competitive.
Yeah, it was no fun for me playing against guys 35
Right.
and 40 years old when I was 40 years old. It just wasn't. I was still
Definitely.
extremely fast, and I had great hand-eye coordination, which I, had made something that I was going to make sure I was elite at those two things: staying in shape and always going to the batting cage, always taking extra.
Always. Yep.
Yeah, always doing that.
So
I can remember.
next question. Oh, sorry.
I can remember when I first moved to the area. I was
Yeah.
shocked that there wasn't a batting cage in the District of Columbia. I
In
used to go.
DC.
Yeah, there was no batting cage when I moved here. I had to go
Yeah.
all the way out to Cameron Run.
Cameron Run. Yep. That's
Cameron
where I
Run.
started out. That
I
was it
caught
for me.
I caught a
Yep.
train to a bus after
Mhm.
work a couple of days a week when I was like 32, 33 years old, just to get some swings in. And
Third question. You talked a little bit. We know you was it Miami you went to play?
Florida A&M, Florida
Florida
A&M,
A&M. Okay, Florida A&M. So HBCU. So
exactly.
how was that process, and how was your experience overall?
I had a great experience up until a point, and I'll tell you how this worked out. Um, I got a couple of offers out of high school, but they weren't to schools that I wanted to go to. So I walked on at Florida A&M. I had an opportunity to either walk on at Florida A&M or at University of Central Florida. And so I chose Florida A&M, and I walked on. And when you walk on in college baseball, you walk on during the fall. So I
Right.
walked on during the September October months, and I walked on and I made the team, and was getting ready for that spring semester. And when we came back, the coach didn't come back. Coach Costa Kittles, legendary coach in HBCU
Mm,
annals, the winningest coach in HBCU. Had coached at Florida A&M, I will say, for over 30 years.
mm,
But the 82-83 season was his last year. He didn't come back from that Christmas break, got pneumonia, and
mm.
he never coached again.
Never again. Wow.
Never again. So when I came back in the spring, we had a new coach, and he had been the pitching coach, a guy that had a cup of coffee in the minors, and I think he might have played a little bit in the major, but I know he was in the minors for several years. A former Florida A&M Rattler himself, and he literally had to hit the ground running. And what that meant was people that walked on, if they weren't pitchers, they kind of were out of it.
Mm.
He kind of went with the veterans, and he didn't spend a lot of time with any walk-ons unless you were a pitcher, and he saw that you could help immediately with the pitching. And so,
Yeah, that is strict right
yep,
there. You
it
got
is.
he's saying you got to prove it to me. He's looking for the guys who.
Once again, all over again. Yep.
Yep.
And
Okay.
so, me being me, knowing that I had made the team initially and that I could play, I kind of did what I don't know. Uh, I like to say now, which shot myself in the foot. I walked away from it.
Mm.
The first two road trips, I didn't make the road trip, and when they came back, I was done with it. I was done.
Mm. Well, at least I mean you got a taste of it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Got a taste of it, and you can always have that as your this is what I did. So
Yeah.
thank
At,
you, Eddie.
yep.
Thank you,
And
Eddie.
I like to tell you,
Again,
there's one thing. At 5'2" and 145 pounds, to say that you made a Division One
at
baseball,
5'2".
5'2" and 145
I
pounds.
thought so. Did you grow at all? Because you're
Not
not
at
five
all.
foot two now.
That's all I am. 5'2" and 150 pounds now, probably.
Listen to that, guys.
But
I
145.
rumored that he was 5'6". I thought he was 5'6" when I put it out there. Five
I
foot
wish I,
two
I wish I
college
was.
baseball player.
Yeah, I wish I was 5'6". Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys for that great great enlightenment from Eddie T, man. 5'2". That is 5'2" Eddie Magic, man. What else can you say, man? He did that. He did that thing, man. Remember to like and subscribe. We're trying to move on up. We just first video was pretty good. All in all, pretty decent, pretty, pretty standard. All in all, decent. That's all I'm trying to do. Just be decent, man. We'll see you guys later. All right, peace out. Grown, but I mean.
I tell kids all the time.